Welcome back, everybody, to Hearts of Anime. And ooh, today we're still playing in the Philippines. I wonder how many of you guessed exactly what's gonna happen. So, basically, what's going on right now is we are waiting. We are in a perpetual state of fear at the moment, trying our best to make sure that nothing can really happen. I mean, sure, Japan might have some plans to go and invade China or Russia at some point, but we have no concern for that at the moment. Right now, what we're trying to do is we're trying to industrialize, and then we're going to start reforming our military. Going for a shipyard expansion wouldn't be bad either, but we want to pick a side as soon as we can. A new regime or follow the American way. I I like to go with the new regime. Now, going to bring democracy to Japan is not bad either, and puppeting them, I could actually make some very powerful nations like that. I could actually make a very powerful alliance right there. Hmm. I could also expand the airbase. Yeah, there's a lot of things that can go down. We're just gonna have to figure out what it is we want. So right now, we're just getting some industrialization going, trying to get some extra, industry going on within the islands before we pick a path. But we might want to pick one fast, because as soon as we don't pick a path, the nations will start to resist what we want. Because as the Philippines, you have the options to take these regions right here. These smaller islands controlled by Japan and Guam, which should be part of the Philippines. And then you also get the choice to take Sabah. There are a lot of options you can go down. But going down that focus tree requires you to go either fascist or yeah, fascist or communist. I don't usually pick communist. I don't know why these connected. Why are these connected like that? If you don't aren't required. Oh no, you are required to take it. Why are these connected? Interesting. Whatever. Investment in the allies. Accept refugees. Refugee volunteers. So, yeah, we want to get to this. This is where everything gets interesting. We want to start defending our own territories. Get the fighting Filipinos as quickly as possible. Jesus, I can speak today. To get that ideological fanaticism, and then we can go down some of these other paths. Honestly, going on the shipyard expansion wouldn't be a bad idea. But then again, modernizing our armed forces isn't actually something that I would be opposed to either. We're going to pick a path. We're going to have to. Oh, that's interesting. So I can either go down American doctrines, which will give me better land doctrine research time, or I can go down Japanese doctrine, which will give me better naval research time. I'm gonna go down Japanese doctrines. That'll be my plan. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is we need to start quelling this issue, because the communists are getting a little too powerful for my likings, and I will personally make the state of Philippines fascist before I make it communist. So we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna ally ourselves to Big Brother Japan. I mean, look at that. Look at all of that. That's crazy. Big Brother Japan, I need your help. So I'm only gonna suck their dick for as long as I need to. I'm not gonna suck it any longer than that. I've never seen I very rarely does this happen. Germany is not going to remilitarize their island. Wait, didn't the Spanish Civil War happen last time? I don't remember. No, it doesn't matter. Come on, America, get the fuck off my islands. Quit exercising. How are we going? Are we not producing? We're not producing a lot of equipment. We're in a very bad stagnant position at this time. We need to start. We need to start making this thing happen. This is why we need this. This is exactly why we need this. Get the industrialized island plan. Have to go teaching. Ooh. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. Okay. So I think, yeah, we're gonna go down the path of a new regime. Just to get that. That paramilitarism is amazing. America, just leave my fucking islands. Just leave my islands. Come on, FDR. Leave my islands. Pause. Alright. So, next move. Should we urbanize them? I almost think we should urbanize them. I think we should urbanize the islands. Get that extra, National Defense Fund. Don't need that. Shipyards. Going down the American way doesn't sound bad, actually. I'd like a whole new Congress to get rid of these guys. To get rid of the Democrats. To get rid of the revolutionaries. I think I'm going to go down the new regime, though. A new regime. We have chosen to follow the authoritarian ideologies of the West. That's the West. Okay. The Americans have taught us freedom, liberty, and democracy. We must continue treading into this path, in order to secure our newfound independence. Honestly, though, this don't look bad. I want those locations. They're good jump-off positions. They're very good jump-off positions. Then again, going for some of that ain't bad. Getting that extra recruitment. I could urbanize the islands. Nah, we're gonna go down a new regime. We're gonna get ourselves a brand new type of nation. We're going to get a brand new type of nation. We're about to follow the path of the non-16% of people who follow that. We're gonna drop those commies. So which one of these gets rid of? This gets rid of the ideological revolutionaries. Okay, so all three of these gets rid of the ideological revolutionaries. But going for the Japanese trade mission rather than the Soviet trade mission makes it a little bit easier. Sorry if it's like not picking up on the mic, so I have to move it a little bit. This May 2nd uprising. So we're gonna get some very powerful military training. We need to industrialize a lot of places, and taking those regions while industrializing the islands does not sound like a bad plan. Because, by God, we need this. Oh, Spanish Civil War. Is that Uni? That's Uni and Noir from Hyperdimension Neptunia, from the Neptunia series. What? Okay, so Uni is supposed to be rebelling against. That's not Yone. Yeah, there's Noir. Interesting. Okay, so that's Noir. Noir. I will play as Republican Spain just to play as Jose Diaz Noir. But what would this mean for Spain? So Republican Spain has broke. So Spain has broken into two different countries, Republican Spain and Nationalist Spain, and most likely Nationalist Spain will win. There's a non-aggression pact between the Soviet Union and and Republican Spain. Meanwhile, Nationalist Spain is just like not doing a thing. We're gonna wipe them out of the islands. Meanwhile, so our first move should be to start militarizing our. With the rise of Spain, Germany and Soviet Union has sent away some volunteers. We could increase volunteer only to limited conscription at this point. No, actually, yeah, we could. We could increase it to limited conscription. I'm not going to. We're going to go ahead and get. What should we get? Army morale? Yeah, that's not bad. Jose P. Laurel. Jose P. Laurel. Fascism on the rise. The Philippines have a noble history, a history that they've been. We'll, we'll, we'll say yes, they do. We do. I mean, they did try to resist Spanish rule and had America help them gain independence, only to be put under American puppetry. So, mm. A history they've been made to forget under the weak and cowardly rule of the MPI, of the MP. That's totally an exclamation point. They claim to represent the people, but can so feeble a state enforce the will of the people? Only by spilling the blood of these traitors can we fill our destiny. The fascist speakers of the Philippines in the Philippines have made no secrets of what they think our current rulership and political system. Speeches like these have tapped into public disdain. They're particularly pronounced the more conservative section of the military. The younger generation will take up the torch. We always do. We'll always make the younger generation take up the torch. So we're going to have to slow it down just so we can keep up with the game itself. We got a lot to do. Get those support equipment. Okay, we're gonna keep it. We gotta keep it going. They gotta be closer, closer. We won't get it until next year. Yep, I think it's time we started urbanizing the islands. We're gonna develop these islands as much as possible.
quite tempted to make a move on those. Okay, I didn't even know you could do that. We're about to get Marines and tanks. It's about to be good, people. Oh boy. It may not look like anything's happening, but that's because something's happening. I promise you, we'll get something good. Once the war kicks off, it gets a little bit more fun, but I'm in the preparation stage at this point. Do I want to hug Big Brother Japan? Yes, I do. Holy crap. Hug Big Brother Japan. Hug Big Brother China! We already there? Nope. Gotta get it again. Let's get the construction. That construction is what's going to really help us out. I don't need you for much right now, Majis. We're going to keep it going. Okay, so by the end of the year, so by the beginning of next year, we should have our light tanks. Our next level light tanks, which will be able to fight off against the threat of the Japanese if we need them. But I highly doubt we're going to need them. Eventually, we're going to start kick it off. I need that partial mobilization. What is this? Is tension flaring up between China and Communist China? They already got collectivist ethos, and they're going for international focus. Industrialization. That's 7 civilian factories. The remilitarization of the Rhineland has occurred, and the Soviet Union has started purging its country. Okay, so we can go down and support the Kidnap Party right now, or we can urbanize the islands and get a little more civilian factories. Well, we don't need the civilian factories. We just wanted to go fund Armsco. But then again, going for that increased rate of... Ooh. Somebody needs to get that electronics focus tree put into every nation. Just have every nation be able to research electronics faster. That sounds broken. Boy, does that sound broken. Oh, man. Shipyard expansion, airbase expansion. Teachings of the USA FFE. Jeez. Ah, isn't it about time we started making our own move? Yeah, I think it's about time we started making our own move. Expanding. The militarization of the Rhineland cost an extra 5%. Getting those would be bad. Do I need that extra manpower yet? No, I don't need that manpower. We can worry about that later. Okay. But that extra recruitable population wouldn't be bad. In the defense of Manila, American imported weapons. Why would I need that at this point? I wouldn't even use that. I would never make it that far. Okay, I guess I don't need the extra recruitable population at this point. I just need to start recruiting. I need to get them recruiting, and I need them going now. Urbanize the islands. Do I want to support? No, we're going to urbanize the islands. Keep it going. We're going to keep it going. State infrastructure. My God. Italy has taken down Ethiopia. That's dropped the world tension slightly. It's quite stupid how Italy can drop the world tension with conquering. The battles are beginning. Nationalist Spain took Navarra. Aragon is still being held on too strong. They're pushing into the capital. It's doing a pretty interesting job of pushing it into the capital. Meanwhile, here in the south, nothing's really going on in the south. I'm watching my former overlords. I don't want nationalist Spain to win. I want Republican Spain to win. Totally wasn't gonna say Noir there. Let's see. We're doing some good. Encourage colonial elite. They're trying to make close ties to the rest of them. The games are concluded. That's the end of the Summer Olympics. Goodness. They're pressuring Spain. Oh, why UK? Why are you pressuring Spain? It's now back at 5%. What happened? Interesting. Okay. So Germany has remilitarized the Rhineland. And France and Czechoslovakia have made some form of agreement. Did Poland side? Not Poland. Did they make a decision? Who they would side with? Czechoslovakian legions. My gosh. Security Council. They can make an entity of their own. They could trust in the West. But they're not going to trust in the West. They're always going to trust in the West. Unless Czechoslovakia is feeling bold. Meanwhile, Romania has not picked a side. Institute Royal Dictatorship. Expanding their air force. Alright. So, as we're looking at the world right now, the world's relatively quiet. Relatively. Oh, America is doing the Pax Americana. They're going to go for the Pax Americana. Since they aren't ready for war at this time, they're going to do it. They most likely went for the WPA. Alright, let's start building up our own power. Yeah, get out of this. Early mobilization. Let's start speeding up our programs. I should have done that a long time ago. Early mobilization. It's not like complete mobilization is like what I would use. Total mobilization is even better than war economy. Except for the fact that you lose 3% of population. We gotta keep it going though. We're making it big time. Double time. Let's see how well this is. Don't worry, we'll have our first real civilian factory. In a little bit. I can promise that. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Let's get that construction. Stop it. Alright. Do I want to go for radio or do I want to keep going on production? Just keep doing production. Focus. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it, people. I swear. Don't worry. We just need that 30. We just need those 30 support equipment. We should be good after that. Well, at least we're. Yeah. At least we're building up a little bit. doing some good. We're doing some good. But boy, this has been a slow episode. I'm probably going to edit this one. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's fund the arms corps. Let's fund the arms corps and be done with that for a little bit. I'm trying to bone rush this additional research slot, but that's not going to help me. And at this point, it's really not going to help me. Yeah, let's get some better support weapons. We're going to have a lot to do in a little bit. Funding the Armsco is going to be one of my hardest jobs. They're waiting for this whole thing. I wonder, can I bypass that if I'm already fascist? I should be able to bypass that if I'm already the political party. I mean, sure, I can't bypass the support the Ganap party. That's just something I gotta do later on, anyway. What is Germany currently doing? And I'm so sad to see that about nationalist Spain kicking the arse of Republican Spain. I don't know if Germany went with the Treaty of USSR. I know they got army innovations. I remember that. Oh, getting Reichsautobahn, Westphal, industrial efforts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they definitely probably got that one. They probably did get the probably didn't get the treaty with the USSR, which you could play very broken Germany, like have Panthers. You can play as Germany. I learned that. You can play as Germany. Here's something that's actually very interesting. You can play as Germany and get Panthers. Panthers. You want to know what Panthers are? Panthers are right here. You can get that by the time 1930s, by the end of 1938. That's 1943 technology. You could hammer through every other tank in the game with those. Like, that's crazy. You can get them by 1938 if you play Germany right. You don't want anybody who can play Germany to play Germany right. Because if they're definitely gonna do it, they're gonna do it. Like, here's what Germany has to do: army innovations. Look what that gives them. It gives them that special ability. The treaty with the USSR actually decreases the time it takes to research Panzerkampf wagons. That's essentially that's the Panzer. Those are like the Panzers. Those are three Panzer threes. What they use to kick Poland and France out of the war with. You go further in Army Innovations 2. Oh no, wait. You get 2 extra research slots for the 50% bonus on armor technology. And then you get armored, until you don't use it after that, after you get the Panther 3s, you just simply go right here, research that, and it will speed it up literally to where you can get Panzer 4s and then Panthers within the end of, like right between each other. It'll only take you like a year and a half. 1938, you got Panthers. I was like, this is crazy. This is like, it's literally what I used to bone rush Poland with. I crushed Poland with it. Turned my attention straight to France and broke through the Margat line with little to with heavy resistance, mind you. But I still broke through the line at some point. Not only that, but I also invaded through Belgium, which forced them to stay there because while I was attacking on the line, I forced my way through Belgium, crushed them, surrounded most of their army on on this one little area, just kept sweeping in, and I took over all of France. That was probably one of the most fun games I had. Britain was I was actually preparing a naval invasion from here in the Netherlands, like 2 naval invasions from the Netherlands, an aerial assault over Britain. I wanted to take complete control of the skies in Britain, but it requires at least 400 days, and that's if you're beelining to army innovations too, which you should never be doing. But that's pretty broken either way. It's almost the end. I am now producing. I'm gonna start getting some delete. Yeah, I'm gonna start getting some Marines. Pause. I think that's going to be the end of the episode since I've just got the 3rd one of this episode. But before we go, we're gonna check our next national focus, which is going to be support the Canap Party. We're gonna take that one and just completely bone rush what we can. And I guess while we're at it, we might as well bump up the limited conscription because it's about time this war will start to kick off. We're about to see some very major powers come into play. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.